Attraction doesn't start with words. It starts with unconscious behavior. Most women never say they're interested. Their body reveals it long before their mouth does. And if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss it completely. The first sign is eye contact, but not the obvious kind. When a woman is attracted, she looks at you, then quickly looks away when she realizes you noticed. That quick break isn't shyness, it's self-awareness. Her brain just caught her body revealing interest. What matters even more is what happens next. If she looks back again a few moments later, that second glance is intentional. Curiosity doesn't fade, it grows. Women don't accidentally look twice. Now watch her body, not her words. If her feet, torso, or shoulders are angled toward you, even when she's talking to someone else, her attention is already placed. The body always points toward what feels emotionally important. This happens unconsciously. She's not trying to send a signal, but she is. Next comes distance. Attraction naturally reduces personal space. She stands slightly closer than necessary. She doesn't step back when you move in a bit. She finds small reasons to stay near. That comfort doesn't happen without interest. And here's a detail most men overlook. When you speak, does she lean in just a little? That subtle forward movement means engagement. Her nervous system is focused on you. No attraction? She stays neutral or leans away. Now let's talk about the fixing behavior. When a woman is attracted, she becomes self-aware. She adjusts her hair, straightens her clothes, touches her face or neck briefly. Not because she's nervous, but because she wants to look her best in your presence. This behavior appears suddenly when you enter her awareness. Another sign shows up in her reactions. She mirrors you. If you speak slower, she slows down. If you relax, she relaxes. If you smile, she smiles, often without realizing it. Mirroring is the brain's way of creating connection. It only happens when attraction exists. Now, pay attention to how she listens. Does she remember small things you mentioned earlier? Details most people forget? That's emotional attention. Attraction sharpens memory. Then comes teasing. Light jokes, playful comments, gentle challenges. This isn't disrespect, it's engagement. Indifference never teases. Interest does. Another powerful sign is emotional availability. She opens up slightly, shares opinions, talks about personal experiences without being asked. Attraction lowers emotional guards. And finally, the most telling sign of all, she gives you opportunities. Not obvious invitations, subtle openings, a pause, a question, a moment of silence where you're meant to step in. Women rarely chase directly. They create space for you to lead. And here's the key most men miss. Attraction isn't loud, it's consistent. One sign means nothing. Multiple signs mean intention. If you're noticing several of these at once, she's not being friendly. She's interested. And the men who understand this don't chase, beg, or overthink. They respond calmly. They stay grounded. They let attraction grow naturally. If this perspective helped you see things differently, stay connected to this channel, because understanding psychology will always beat guessing emotions, and the man who understands attraction never has to ask if she's into him. He already knows. There's another layer most people never notice. Watch how she reacts when other women are around you. If she subtly increases her presence, stands a little bit closer, joins the conversation more actively, or suddenly becomes more animated, that's not coincidence, it's territorial awareness. Attraction activates comparison, even when she's trying to stay composed. Now notice her voice. When she's interested, her tone softens, her pace slows. She speaks with slightly more variation. This happens because attraction relaxes the nervous system. A flat, rushed tone signals neutrality. A warm, responsive tone signals engagement. Next is timing. When you message her, does she respond thoughtfully? Not instantly every time, but consistently. That balance matters. Attraction doesn't rush, but it doesn't disappear either. Consistency without desperation is interest. Now here's a powerful but quiet sign. She asks questions that don't need to be asked. Not small talk, not politeness. Questions that explore how you think, what you value, how you see things. That's emotional curiosity, and curiosity is attraction in its early form. Another subtle indicator is comfort with silence. When there's a pause and she doesn't rush to fill it, she feels safe with you. No attraction equals nervous chatter or disengagement. Comfort equals connection. Now pay attention to exits. When conversations end, does she linger? Take a moment before leaving. Add one last comment or smile. That hesitation is emotional attachment trying to extend the moment. People leave quickly when they don't care. They slow down when they do. And here's the part that separates confident men from confused ones. Attraction grows when you don't force it. When you notice these signs and stay grounded, you become more attractive, not less. Because confidence isn't about reacting. It's about recognizing interest and allowing space for it to develop. This is why calm presence beats clever lines. If you're seeing several of these behaviors together, don't question it. She's not just being nice. She's showing interest in the only way attraction can be shown before words are spoken. And when you understand that, you stop guessing, stop chasing, and start leading naturally. If you want to keep learning how attraction actually works without manipulation, games, or confusion, stay connected here. Because awareness changes everything, and once you see these signs clearly, you'll never miss them again. Here's something most men completely overlook. Watch how she mirrors you. If you cross your arms and moments later she does the same, if you lean in and she subtly matches that movement, that's subconscious alignment. Mirroring is not politeness, it's rapport, and rapport is the bridge between attraction and trust. Now, notice how she reacts to your emotional state. When you're calm, grounded, and relaxed, does she also seem calmer around you? That's emotional syncing. People naturally sync with those they're attracted to because their nervous system feels safe. Next sign, attention under distraction. If she checks her phone often with others, but rarely when talking to you, that's priority behavior. Attraction narrows focus. Now let's talk about playful resistance. When a woman is interested, she may lightly challenge you. Small disagreements, teasing comments, gentle pushback. This isn't rejection, it's engagement. She's testing chemistry, not pushing you away. Indifference has no resistance. Attraction has friction. Now, observe her memory. Does she remember small details you casually mentioned? Your preferences, habits, or stories? That means you occupied mental space, and mental space is valuable. People don't remember what doesn't matter to them. Another quiet sign, validation seeking. If she subtly looks for your approval after sharing something personal or making a decision, that's emotional investment. She cares how you see her. Now, here's a critical distinction. Interest shows an effort, but not over-effort. She won't chase aggressively, she'll create opportunities, coincidences, shared moments, reasons to interact again. Attraction invites, it doesn't demand. And here's where many men ruin it. They notice interest and immediately change behavior. They talk more, explain more, try harder. That collapses tension. The right move is stability. You stay the same, calm, present, unrushed, because attraction grows toward consistency, not performance. Now listen carefully. No single sign means everything, but patterns never lie. When multiple behaviors align, eye contact, proximity, curiosity, mirroring, comfort, and effort, she's not confused, she's interested. And once you can read this language, you stop asking, "Does she like me?" You start asking, "How do I lead this calmly?" That's the shift. And if you're learning to see attraction clearly like this, you'll benefit from staying connected here. Not for tricks, for understanding. Because the man who understands human behavior never needs to force attraction. He allows it to unfold. Here's the final thing you need to understand. Attraction is not loud, it's consistent. When a woman is into you, she doesn't suddenly become perfect, she becomes predictably present. She shows up the same way, again and again. Not dramatic interest, reliable interest. And that's the sign most men ignore. They look for intensity, but women show attraction through stability. Now ask yourself this: does she feel relaxed around you? Does conversation flow without effort? Does silence feel comfortable instead of awkward? That comfort isn't boredom, it's trust forming. And trust is where attraction matures. Another quiet indicator: she gives you access. Access to her time, her attention, her thoughts. Not all at once, gradually. Attraction doesn't rush, it opens doors. Now here's the warning. If you sense these signs, do not interrogate them. Don't ask, "Do you like me?" Don't demand clarity. Interest dies under pressure. Instead, lead naturally. Invite. Pause. Let her choose, because real attraction wants freedom, and the moment she feels free with you, that's when her interest deepens. So remember this: you don't need to chase signs, you need to notice patterns. When you stop guessing and start observing, dating becomes calm instead of confusing. And if this perspective helped you see things more clearly, make sure you don't miss what's coming next here, not because you need advice, but because understanding people changes everything.